We are born for greatness. Every man under the sun grows up harboring secrets, ambitions, to be someone and to do something outstanding with their lives. And greatness awaits. Author and motivation speaker Natsi shares with you principles and nuggets that are designed to empower you to arise with confidence and unleash the greatness within solutions. Natsi's mandate in life is twofold: to make people know God, and secondly, to make people know who they are in God. Natsi serves as an overseer with Faith Ministries and is married to Cynthia, and together they are proud parents to Kyla, Tamika, and Munatsi Joseph. They live in Harare, Zimbabwe. He is best known as a leader with a pastor's heart and is often best described as a man with a great passion for young people. As a communicator, he's known for his refreshing, down-to-earth style that combines humor, strategic, and insight into timeless principles that make greatness in life. A mentor and life coach to many, he is the founder of a youth movement called This and That has had opportunity to impact countless youthful hearts through its radio program. He is also passionate in adding value to the corporate world through strategic leadership and team building. He does this through Tamika Business Solutions.
Self-introspection, drawing out wisdom for greatness. Eyes that look and eyes that see. Life is interesting. Many times you hear people say, life has become so hard, there are no opportunities. Yet in the same geographical environment, you hear someone else say, there are so many opportunities, it's just that people can't see them. As we delve into this chapter of self-introspection, it's important to understand that it's possible to be looking at something yet not seeing or fully comprehending it. Have you ever walked down the street with your mind deep in thought? You come across a friend or a colleague, but because your mind is engrossed in something else, you actually almost pass them without noticing them. As you're about to pass them, they tap you on the shoulder and you suddenly come to a light bulb moment of knowing that your mind was so far away, you couldn't notice a friend who was just next to you. This experience shows us that it's possible to be looking at something and not be seeing it. Dr. Miles Monroe once said, eyes that look are common, but eyes that see are rare. One of the great principles in life that we must always remember, looking doesn't take much effort. That's why it doesn't lead to one seeing the finer details that produce greatness. However, seeing the finer details in life demands a deeper level of keenness and concentration. Concentration leads to illumination. Many times, we fail to excel because we don't engage in levels of concentration required to break out of mediocrity. We easily allow ourselves to be distracted and disillusioned. A person who is disillusioned will never become distinguished. To achieve higher levels of self-awareness, you must demand of yourself to be a consistent practitioner of reflection, concentration, and introspection. Questions: the pathway to wisdom. Everybody desires to be wise. You will never find anyone who grows up in life desiring to be a fool. We are created with an inbuilt drive to desire not only greatness, but also wisdom. The reason why most people are unable to transition to a place of tapping the wisdom within them is because they don't ask quality questions. Dr. Mike Murdock once said that answers are servants to questions. If you don't ask questions, then you haven't created a pathway through which wisdom and knowledge can flow into your life. Questioning reveals your passion for wisdom and a hunger for knowledge. The questions you ask will determine both the quality and the longevity of your life and relationships. Remember that the key is not to ask quantity, many questions, but to ask quality, highly intelligent questions. One of the most progressive sectors in today's society is technology. If we're to look at the trends that happen in the world of technology, you will be amazed at the speed and the quality of the gadgets that are continually being churned out by the day. How are these innovators able to churn out such mind-boggling innovations at such breakneck speed? The answer is in one word: questions. They continually ask themselves questions like, how can this be made better? How can this be made faster? How can this be made smaller? As they ask these questions, they provoke a stream of ideas into their consciousness that allow them to improve the gadgets and thus deliver a better quality product into the market. Your questions determine your life. Your quality of wisdom will never rise higher than the questions you are willing to ask. I guarantee you that if you sit down and ask yourself better questions, you will be surprised at how much you will draw out of yourself. Nothing in this world will help you stretch your mind and tap into your inner resources like questioning. It is critical to understand that if you spend more time asking yourself intelligent questions instead of worrying, you will develop into a goldmine of resourcefulness. Have you ever heard someone ask, why am I failing? That's a wrong question. The right question to ask would be, how can I start succeeding? The more you ask yourself this kind of question, the more your mind goes into a mode of looking for ways of helping you succeed, excel, and attain uncommon results. The depth of treasures within. King Solomon was profoundly a wise man. From his writing, we can easily tell that he was a man given to the exercise of self-introspection. In Proverbs 20 verse 5, he said, "The purpose in the heart of a man is like deep water, but a man of understanding will draw it out." Looking at this statement, it's obvious that there is treasure of wisdom and potential inside everyone on earth. The trick of maximizing it is developing the understanding to draw it out. It's said that many people go through life playing the victim, acting like they have nothing to offer. They can see greatness and potential in everyone else, except in themselves. As a result, they may enjoy other people's company, but they don't even enjoy their own company. They end up selling themselves short and living a life of inferiority and defeat. Have you ever taken a look within to realize the vast reservoir of untapped resources that are within you? Or are you so busy complaining about the lack of opportunities that you have become so blind of the unlimited possibilities within you? I want you to appreciate the fact that life is like an unmined gold mine that is rich in deposits of potential of unexplored possibilities yet to be achieved. Take stock of what you have and begin to unlock the great future for yourself. Oftentimes, we cry for opportunities we don't have and gifts we should have and end up blind of the obvious unlimited resources that we have. The wise man said that it is not what we don't have that holds us back, but rather what we think we need. The introspection that we are talking about not only explores that what you have on the inside, it also brings you to a place where you allow yourself to be defined from the inside. Look within and discover the core essence of who you are. When you do so, you become internally empowered and you realize that greatness is hidden in the things you currently have that look small. The late Dr. Robert Schuller, famed pastor of the Crystal Cathedral, once said, "One can count the number of seeds in an apple, but only God knows the number of apples in a seed. A seed has unlimited potential. One apple seed can literally start a whole forest of apple trees. Stop despising the seeds of potential in you. See them as God's gifts to you to create a forest of achievement of greatness." Telling yourself the truth. One of the best favors you can ever do for yourself is to tell yourself the truth. Nothing will accelerate your journey of introspection than the willingness to look at yourself squarely in the mirror and really be honest with yourself. If you are not good at something, tell yourself, "I'm not good in this area, but I'm willing to work hard and look harder to find what I am good at." As for me, I've always had a desire to sing, but I looked myself and interrogated my gifts. I realized that singing is not part of how I'm hardwired. It was refreshing for me to know that having a desire and being gifted in singing are two very different things. You can't get talent through desire, but you can develop a desire and develop a talent you have. We live in a generation where very few people are willing to tell themselves the truth. We are more comfortable in telling others the truth about themselves, but rarely want to tell ourselves the truth about ourselves. Society has sold us the lie that you can do all things you want to. Nothing could be further from the truth than that. Being truthful about what you're good at is what opens the gateway of developing it, harnessing it, and releasing its full potential. It allows you to develop confidence in what you have so that you can unleash it at its best and its highest. Self-introspection leads to celebration of your uniqueness, which brings you to a place of having a great self-esteem. There are great treasures that are hidden inside you. It's your responsibility to find them and grow fond of them. I love something that King Solomon said in Proverbs 25 verse 2. "It is the glory of God to conceal a matter, but it is the glory of kings to search it out." Searching out is the key to finding. Asking is the key to receiving. Exploring is the key to discovering. There is a king in you waiting to be released, but the scriptures say, "It is the glory of kings to search out a matter." Take time, friend. Look within yourself with a searching mind until you develop clarity about who you are, what you are gifted in, and where you can most effectively deploy your gifts to make maximum impact. Stop waiting to stop wasting your potential. Have you ever wondered why society says that life begins at 40? It's often said that people in their 20s are in their learning years. People in their 30s are in their yearning years. People in their 40s are in their earning years, whilst people in their 50s are in their legacy years. The big question is, why would you waste 40 years of your life so that you wait to begin life at 40? I believe that where there is little introspection, there can be never much utilization of potential. We need to invest time in reflection so that we don't wait until we are 40 to correct 40 years of wrongs. As we stated earlier on this chapter, eyes that look are common, but eyes that see are rare. It's possible to look at the same thing, yet interpret it completely different. Two thieves hanged beside Jesus on either side while he was on the cross. One saw a savior, while the other saw a fellow criminal. What you see determines what you speak. What you speak eventually determines where you will go. Maturity in life consists of learning to see through the surface and deep into issues. Introspection is beyond perception. It's engaging inner inspection by engaging inner faculties of your mind to engage in issues. It's asking revealing questions like, how am I wired? What makes me tick? What makes me unique? What value can I add? It's interesting that we tend to see more in others than we see in ourselves. Inside every one of us, there are seeds of greatness in the form of desires, thoughts, and ideas. What we need to do is to find ways in which we can fertilize, ignite the fire of achievements by using seeds of potential in us. The late great scholar and Bible teacher Dr. Miles Monroe used to say, the cemetery is the richest place on the planet because therein lies books that were never written, businesses that were never started, songs that were never sung, potential that was never released. The greatest return on the investment that you can get from introspection is knowing your purpose. I know and rightly understand that we are living in a quick fix microwave generation where we can Google up an answer for almost everything in life. However, in life there are some things that cannot be Googled. They must be thought through and processed with keenness and concentration. Knowing who you are is the greatest knowledge. Being who you are meant to be is the greatest accomplishment. As we come to the conclusion of this chapter, I want to encourage you to sit down in a place where there's no distraction with a pen and a paper. Engage in a process of self-discovery and do this often. It has been said that greatness cannot be achieved in a day. It's achieved daily. As you engage in this process of self-introspection consistently, you will discover new possibilities of greatness for yourself daily. You will be ready to launch into becoming the great person you were created to be.
Greatness awaits. What are you waiting for? This is your time. It's your time to rise. Be the best you were born to be. Rise up and shine. Greatness awaits. What are you waiting for? This is your time. It's your time to rise. This is your time. Rise up and shine. This is your time. Greatness awaits.
Greatness awaits team. Your solution to all your business resolutions.